It's episode 50. That means that it's time for a new planet. As I'm sure you guys know, every 10 episodes I build a new planet. First it was the Lush, then the Mesa, and the latest one was the Jungle Planet. And now that it's episode 50, I can build a new one. Now, episode 50 is a pretty big milestone because it's halfway to 100. And since it's episode 50, I think that I am gonna double the size of the planets that I build. These planets are currently 32 by 32 blocks long. And I'm gonna double it, so it'll be 64 by 64. And it'll go right across from the Lush planet. So when I look at it from the shark wing that I built last episode, I will see the 3 small planets and then all the bigger planets out there. And I thought for a while about what to theme this planet, and I decided to make it the sun. I'm gonna build a giant planet made out of magma blocks and shroomlight, and it's gonna kind of resemble a sun. Now this will require about 12,000 blocks, and it'll take a while to get that many blocks. The main ones being magma blocks and shroomlights, which I don't think I have any of. I'm gonna leave the hardest materials for last, and some materials that I will be needing are orange wool, magma blocks, shroomlights, and lava buckets. And I'm gonna get the materials easiest to hardest. So I think the easiest one to get would be a bunch of lava buckets. So I'll craft up a bunch of buckets, and I got a lot of buckets. Now I can fly to the Nether, and I can start collecting a whole bunch of lava. And that's the first item checked off my list. And now that the first item's checked off, the next on the list is orange wool. So I'll take a bunch of orange dye, and I can dye all of these sheep orange. I dyed all of the sheep orange, and I think I got enough wool. So, time to move on to the harder materials. The next thing on my list is magma blocks. I think I already have quite a few, but I need 4 stacks of magma blocks. Let me see how much I can find in my chests though. This is not as much as I thought I did. I only have 3.5 stacks. So I need to go fill up all of these shulker boxes. Oh wait, I forgot that it damaged me. To fix this, I'm gonna go get myself some Frostwalker boots. And now that I have my Frostwalker boots, I can head back to the Nether. I'll put these on. And now I don't take any damage from the magma, so I can keep mining in peace. That's my first shulker box. And this is the 4th and final shulker box full of magma blocks. It took a very long time just to get all of this magma. But for the shroomlights, it'll take even longer because there's only like 2 or 3 of them on each tree in the Nether. And for the shroomlight, I also need 4 shulker boxes full. To get all of the shroomlight that I need, it will probably take like 4 hours, a very, very long time. Now, there are some farms that I could build, but the farms produce about 16 stacks an hour, and I need 4 shulker boxes. So I'm gonna mine for an hour and see how many stacks I get before I decide if I'm gonna build the farm or not. It's the half-hour mark, and I got 6 and a bit stacks in half an hour, whereas the farm I would build would make me about 8 stacks in half an hour. So I think that I'm gonna go build that farm. The farm design that I found is pretty cheap, and I should already have all of the materials. I already got all of the materials, so I guess I can just find a spot to build it. I think I'll build it right up here beside the creeper farm, because I need a lot of gunpowder, for my fireworks, and over there it's too far away for this farm to work. So while I'm AFKing at the tree farm, or the Nether tree shroomlight farm, I'll also get gunpowder. So I'll start building a platform for this. This platform should be big enough, so I'm just gonna build it. And that's the farm. So it should be working. It took a very long time to build, but hopefully it works. So I think I just click this, and then I can hold the key down right here. I don't think that was supposed to happen. It looks like it's working now, and all of these giant trees have grown. But it looks like this TNT duper right here is working, and I already have lots of materials too. So I'll AFK here for a little bit, until I have all of the shroomlights that I need. I've been AFK at this farm for over 15 hours. That was way longer than what I calculated, but in all of that time, I got all of this shroomlight. It's a little bit less than 4 shulker boxes, but I think it should be enough. And because of all the nether tree saplings that I needed, I also had to build this farm right here to get me that. And for bone meal, I farmed so much at my wither skeleton farm that I got all of these wither skeleton skulls. So in a future video, maybe I'll fight all of these withers. And now with all of this shroomlight, I have successfully checked off all 13,000 materials. And now probably for the hardest part, that was an accident, but I have to place them all. To actually build this giant sun though, I'm gonna put it right behind this lush planet. Because then for next videos I can put a big one here and a big one there. And like I said before, it's gonna be double the size. So it's gonna be about that tall right there. And I'm going to use light matica to build it, because I built it in creative mode, and I'm just using light matica because it's way easier to build with light matica, because it gives an exact blueprint, and it's very hard to build a spear otherwise. So I'm gonna load up the schematic. I loaded up the schematic, and that right there is the very bottom layer. You can see how big this square is and how big it's gonna be. But I can start building this bottom layer and keep going up. I've been building for quite a while now, and I've finally completed half of this giant sun, and it's already as tall as these planets, so it will be exactly double the size. And you guys might be wondering what I'm gonna do with this wool, and I am actually gonna use it to make some trees at the top. I'm gonna make some orange trees at the top of the sun, but I'm gonna continue building. These should be the last few blocks. And there we go. I've built the entire sun. And when I go closer to it, it is huge. But it's very empty at the top. And it's very empty. So I wanted to add something here. I was gonna add some lava right here. That's why I dug out this little area so the lava would flow down. So I'll add that lava, and this is the lava that I added. There's a lot of lava here, and I need to make sure that I don't accidentally one day fly right into it and die. But I think it makes the sun look a little bit better. But it's still looking very bland up here and empty. So I'm gonna add some trees. I'm gonna add some shroomlight and orange wool trees. That's the last block. Now I should be finished all of the trees. And with the trees done, the entire sun is complete. And now for the grand reveal. I think it looks very great. This giant sun with the trees on top and the lava. Let me just get rid of the schematic over here. I think it looks very great. Oh, there's a huge shadow down there. I'll have to light that up. But overall, this project was a success, and it is very huge compared to all these other planets. And soon there'll be 2 more giant ones right beside it. But yeah, I built this giant sun.